Stamps, tales of nautical whimsy and intrigue, gave us spooky tales we live. I stamp in his night watchman shack, whose infingel will we follow tonight. Keep those 20p beans warmed on the makeshift fire, and watch out for the floating head of Scatman Jumbo. It's time for another Stamps. Tales of Mild Intrigue.
Oh, hello everyone, welcome. Stamp Witherbottom here, now watchman of the MFIM DB1 Worsley Mains. The Worsley Was. When is it every evening when the lads, the watchdogs, have gone to bed and I'm just here, plenty of time to kill. What I do is I often like to watch my multi-dimensional transceiver that I brought back from hell in season 11. My mate John Stat's not here haunting me, but tonight got a very good show for you, based on my good friend John Poop 17. Who would have thought that me, an 81-year-old night watchman, would have been such good friends with a computer hacker what crushes people with his spaceship and travels through interdimensional time? But here he is. Over to you, John. Cue theme tune.
It's time for another Stamps. Tales of Mild Intrigue.
Viva Viva La Farmer.
Episode 1. Jonathan Pooper 17th discovered an energy drink that let him see the future. He used his power to plan hacking missions targeting the Shadow Syndicate, a corrupt corporation. John infiltrated his systems and continued using his hacking bikeboat, Betsy, who has a quantum entanglement transceiver. Over to you, Mr. Narrator.
Would you like to be the narrator for episode 1?
Interior, John's apartment day. Empty monster cans and half-eaten bags of egg meat surround John Poop 17, a large man engrossed in hacking. A news report of the Shadow Syndicate plays on his computer.
The Shadow Syndicate dismisses claims of worker exploitation at their Indonesian factories as grossly exaggerated.
I'm slamming my fist on the table. I can't believe it. They are liars. I, John Poop, will not let them get away with it. Somebody has to stop them. Let me scroll through this online forum for hackers. Oh, what's this? A thread titled Chrono Boost, real future site on marketing BS? That has caught my eye. I am intrigued. I've ordered a big case of Chrono Boost. I'm hankering for some egg meat. I'm going to go get some. The next day. Oh my goodness, my Chrono Boost has arrived. I'm a bit skeptical, but let's see. Crack, swig, 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 swig. Surprisingly bland for an energy drink. Glug, 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 glug. Oh my goodness, a pulsing sensation building in my ear. Flashes of images, coordinates, server rooms, lines of code. A shadowy figure I vaguely recognize. Is that Captain Shrivel? My eyes are wide with surprise. Their drink is enhancing my future seeing abilities. This is insane. It actually works. Woo, Darkwave Hackers PLC. John's apartment later. Armed with knowledge gleaned from his Chrono Boost-induced visions, John launches into a frenzy of hacking, infiltrating the Shadow Syndicate's network with ease. He uncovers proof of the heinous crimes, incriminating emails, falsified reports, and secret offshore accounts.
Hey JP, looks like you've got some coordinates in those visions. Time for a field trip.
Oh, Betsy, I do hope you can keep that accent up for the entire series. I love you, my bike boat. But let me look at this screen. Your futuristic design is glimmering with an array of advanced sensors and communicating systems. You're right, Betsy. It's time to move.
I know.
The duo head for the docks. It is nighttime. John rides Betsy, his quantum-powered bike boat, to the docks. The city light reflects off the water as Betsy glides effortlessly.
Hold tight, JP. We're getting close to the server room.
That's right, Betsy. John dismounts and sneaks into an old warehouse, guided by Betsy's holographic map projected from his ear transceiver. He finds the hidden server room. This server room is full of servers. I'm amazed that we managed to get through the security without mentioning them in the slightest. Let me hack into the servers. Download incriminating files. Come on, quicker, quicker, quicker. Oh my goodness, the alarms are blurring.
JP, we've got company.
Just a few more seconds, Betsy.
I know.
I finished the download and I'm going to escape. The guards are just about to burst in the room. Yes, race, 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 race. Now I'm back on the docks. Come on, Betsy, let's speed away, evading their pursuit with agile maneuvers. Maybe enter some action theme music here.
Exactly. For Valhalla.
The next morning, John, exhausted but triumphant, leans back in his apartment. He has exposed the syndicate's corruption to the world. He downloads the evidence onto a secure server. What are you doing over there, John? I'm reaching for another chrono boost. It's morning, I need that hair of the dog. A news flash has alerted me on my screen.
The Shadow Syndicate is reeling this morning after a massive data breach exposed their illegal activities. The hacker, who identifies themselves only as JP17, remains at large.
Ring, 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 ring. Hello, yes? JP17, I mean John Pope 17 here. John, was that you what nicked all our stuff last night? No, that wasn't me. Wasn't me, Shadow Man. It was you, wasn't it? It's JP17, that's you, John Pope 17. No, you're someone else. Sorry, bye, wrong number. Beep. Another victory for John Pope and Betsy. What do you think about that, Betsy?
It looks like you've got some serious crap to deal with, JP. I think you missed a bit above.
I've already not done that. Another victory for John Pope 17. But the visions are growing stronger. This chromo boost is doing my head in. Oh, who is that? Is that me, older, standing on a mountain of feces? A booming voice echoing in my head. Biome god of fecal quantity. Oh, shoulda, shoulda, shoulda. What a future.
Looks like you've got some serious crap to deal with, JP. See, it makes more sense now.
Oh, I know, Betsy. You've already done that. I know.
I know. Well, if you can't hack it, I can.
That's my line.
Let's ride those Let's ride those quantum waves and show them what we're made of.
You're right, Betsy. We've got a lot to do and a lot of this chrono boost to get through. The end.
The end. God.
Theme tune. Enter John Pope 17 theme tune here.
It's John Pope 17 and his Vulcan bikeboat Betsy.
What are they getting up to? Some shit about egg meat.
If you can't hack it, he sure fucking can. It's the JP17 Techno Trance Fun Hour starring Betsy the bikeboat.
Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 2. On my transceiver, I'm really enjoying that show. Stamp here. Stamp Washinsky or something. Witherbottom. Oh, used to be Raushinsky back in the day, but now I'm Witherbottom. I've got a visit from my friend John Stat here. Oh, that was a great episode. Yes, that was, John. What about episode 2? John Pope created a prototype transceiver that when inserted into his ear, he sees snippets of the future. We didn't mention that. It'll probably pop up at the beginning of this episode. Realizing its potential, he realized it needed a constant energy source, which he got from Monster Energy, which I guess he traded out from that Chrono one. However, the power came at a cost. John began to hallucinate and question his sanity, his story becoming a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked technological advancements and the consequences of trying to unlock the future's secrets. I've no idea what any of that means. I'm a night watchman. I'm 82. Hair Leica. All right, over to you, narrator.
Scene 1, The Hacker's Den. Flashback starter. The scene opens in a dimly lit room filled with computer screens and high-tech gadgets. John and his former hacker group, Vulcan Hyperbole. John and his former hacker group, Vulcan Hyperbole and Hot Pants Hooligan, aka Debbie78, are gathered around, laughing and joking as they work on their computers. The atmosphere is light-hearted and it is filled with camaraderie.
Hey, did you see that? We just hacked into the Pentagon's coffee machine. I wish Shookvlogs was here instead of being on some unspecified mission.
Haha, yeah, now they'll be getting decaf all week. I'm a cockney as well. Oh, Darkwave Hackers PLC.
You guys are crazy. That's why John Poop17 loves working with you. Let's continue to laugh and joke and bond in our easy banter. Oh, you Shookvlogs. Not saying out blogs. No, he's just shaking his head.
An alligator.
Oh, yeah.
Or a crocodile.
Flashback.
Scene 2, the space station explosion, flashback, star. The scene shifts to a space station orbiting Earth. Suddenly, an explosion rocks the station, sending debris, monkeys, and dogs scattering in all directions. The chant of Hail Leica resounds ominously.
Hail Leica. Hail Leica.
Hail Leica.
No, Debbie. No.
Where is this gonna go? They're all dead. They're all dead, that was narration. Debbie and Vulcan have been killed by the antics of, I believe, Natalie Balloon Manticore and Diane Shafai. Scene 3. The screen fills with fire and debris as the explosion engulfs the station. Scene 3. The present day. John's reflection, star. John stands alone in a quiet room, holding a picture of his former hacker friends. His expression is somber, and his eyes are haunted as he thinks about their deaths, respectively.
John, 17 can't believe I was the one who survived. I can't shake the guilt of my deaths, including Captain Shookvlogs that didn't even get a mention in that bit.
Oh, yes.
Oh, put the picture back on the table of my old hacking colleagues. My hands trembling slightly. I can't even pick up my egg meat. Oh, the explosion and the chant of Hail Leica just going around my mind.
Hail Leica. Scene 4. Internal struggle. The podcast camera zooms in on John's face, showing the deep pain and guilt etched in his features. There is a voice in his head. It torments him. It were your fault. You could have stopped it. You should have done summit.
No, I couldn't do nought. Push that voice away. I didn't know. I couldn't have known. I would have known that Natalie Balloon Robotic Core and those dogs would have blown up the spaceship. The fools. Oh,
John takes it.
I'm going to take a deep breath and straighten up. Oh, I must harden myself with determination. My friends, I will make one last promise. A silent promise with my eyes. I'm going to make it right. I'm going to make sure your sacrifice was not in vain.
JP17 turns away from the picture and walks towards his computer.
I'm ready to fight against injustice.
The screen fades to black, leaving the audience especially stamped with a sense of John's burden and his determination to honour his friend's memory.
Oh, text over. Oh, the past may haunt us, this is what I'm thinking as John, but it's our actions that define us. JP17 will rise again. The scene has ended, setting the stage for my series. This short prequel, etc.
Interior, John's apartment, day. JP17 sits at his cluttered desk. This short prequel script provides a glimpse into John's past, his deep sense of guilt, and his determination to make things right, setting up his character's motivation for the series. Interior, John's apartment, day. JP17 sits at his cluttered desk, empty Monster energy cans and bits of egg meat scattered around. He fumbles with a small device, a transceiver, nervously tapping his foot. I couldn't remember what those things were called. I still can't.
Transceivers?
No, the things that go around egg meat.
Egg skin? Alright, let's see if this works. Put this transceiver in my ear. Oh my goodness, my eyes have widened with fragmented visions of the future, encrypted messages, locations, and a faint image of episode 1 and also of Captain Shrivel. It works. It absolutely works.
Told you, JP. Told you, JP. Now, let's see what we can dig up with this new toy.
Oh, Betsy, my bikeboat, who's talking to me from a river outside. You're not actually in my apartment, of course. I need to power this thing constantly. Regular energy drinks just aren't cutting it. It's running out after like 10 seconds.
How about those monster pops you love so much?
Do you mean the ones where I boil down Monster energy drink and shove them up me jack, see?
I know.
Let me experiment with various energy drinks. Oh, I'm chugging. Oh, that's it. If I chug 6 Monster Energies and shove a couple more at me back door, then I can. That is the key.
Who knew saving the world would taste like citrus and caffeine?
Let's go.
Let's go. John rides in the exterior city streets night. John rides Betsy the bikeboat, his quantum-powered bikeboat, navigating the city's maze on his bikeboat. His mind races with the newfound clarity from the enhanced visions, and his body races on the back of the bikeboat. They reach an old industrial area, guided by coordinates from his latest vision.
Let me inside this factory.
Yes.
Alright, look, sneak. Oh, there's a hidden lab. I've managed to get all the way through the security without anyone noticing. All the walls aligned with servers and advanced tech. It seems so familiar. Yeah, I'm hacking into the mainframe, pulling up blueprints and files on the dastardly Shadow Syndicate. Wow, this is huge. We've got them now. Footsteps. Oh my goodness. I've quickly downloaded the data and slipped out, narrowly avoiding capture. Come on, Betsy, let's get home.
Let's do it. Didn't we do this last week?
It was a similar yet slightly different adventure, but the Shadow Syndicate must be defeated.
I agree. It is dawn. John sits at his desk in his apartment, sifting through the data. His eyes are bloodshot, and he chugs another Monster Energy to keep going. The constant use of the transceiver starts to take its toll. He sees more visions, but some are confusing and frightening.
Oh, what is happening to me? I need another Monster Energy.
JP, you need to take a break. This isn't healthy.
I can't stop now. I'm so close.
John's hallucinations grow worse.
Oh my goodness, I'm seeing distorted images of myself as a biome god of people quantity on a mountain of waste. The visions are blending with reality, making me question my sanity. This isn't real.
JP, shut it down, this is too much.
Ripping the pad transceiver from my ear and panting heavily. I'm slapped me back in my hacker chair. The room is spinning. What have I done?
You push too hard, JP. Sometimes knowing too much can be dangerous.
You're right, Betsy. We can't stop, but we have to take down the Shadow Syndicate no matter what the cost.
We'll find a way, JP. Just be careful, for Christ's sake. The end. Odd.
Theme tune.
It's John Poop 17 and his Vulcan Hyperbole Betsy. What are they getting up to? Some shit about egg meat. If you can't hack it, he sure fucking can. It's the JP17 Techno Trans Fun Hour starring Betsy the Bikeboat.
Well, I'm hoping you're enjoying the first 2 episodes. I am. They were very similar in many ways, but they gave us a good setup for John Poop. I don't know if you're interested, but I'm very invested at this point. I'm Stamp, the Night Watchman of the IMDb, in case you've not been paying attention. And I'm watching this show on my little TV in my little office. While the watchdogs are fast asleep, the lazy buggers. Shadow of the Future, Episode 3, Shadow of the Future. John P17, an overweight hacker with a future-seeing transceiver powered by energy drinks, has teamed up with his sassy quantum-powered bikeboat. They join a group of rebels to fight the Shadow Syndicate, a corrupt corporation exploiting workers and damaging the environment. But tensions arrive as the rebels don't really trust them. And then, eventually, they face the Quantum Sentinel, who manipulates time and future, making future-seeing criminals created by the Syndicate. Interior, Rebel Base, day. John Poop 17 and Betsy arrive at the Rebel Base, a hidden underground facility bustling with activity. The rebels eye them suspiciously as they enter.
John, Betsy, we've heard about your latest exploits. Impressive, but we still have our doubts.
No, come on lad, we're here to take down the Shadow Syndicate. Whether you trust us or not, we share the same goal.
Besides, who else has a quantum-powered bikeboat on their team, bitch? Fair enough, but know this. One wrong move, Betsy and JP17, and you're out.
Understood.
You're out.
Do you understand as well, Betsy?
Yeah, I know.
Exterior city night. John and Betsy patrol the city guided by the rebels' intel. John's visions continue to help them stay one step ahead of the Shadow Syndicate's operations. Betsy, we need to locate their main server. It's the only way to cripple their bastard network.
Do you not think I'm already doing that? I'm scanning for signals now.
Brilliant. Alright, let's infiltrate this warehouse. It's a known front. It's a known front for the shadowy syndicate. Inside, rows and rows of high-tech equipment and servers. Come on, let's get to work. I'm going to plug into the mainframe. Betsy, can you help me to plug into the mainframe?
I can, but I've got a feeling we won't have very long.
Oh my goodness, the crucial data is downloading. The alarms are blurring. We've been made. Bugger.
We need to move now.
What did you say, Betsy?
Said we need to move now.
We're on the way. Let's best a hasty retreat, evading the security force and their egg meats. Oh, I'd love some of it if I could get my hands on it. Oh, phew, we barely escaped. We managed to get the data we need. Let's head back to the rebel base. Betsy and John head back later to the rebel base to present their findings. The rebels are impressed, but still cautious.
At least they had security. Oh, good work, John and Betsy. But our fight is far from over. We have a bigger problem now.
What do you mean?
The Quantum Sentinel. It's a rogue AI with the power to manipulate time and space. It's been aiding the Shadow Syndicate.
Great.
Hey, I'm saying this one. Great. Just what we needed, a time warping villain.
Oh, we'll find a way to stop it, Betsy. We have to.
We have to?
Well, we don't have to, but if we don't, bad stuff will happen, so we're going to.
Yeah, we're going to.
As they continue their mission, the rebels share more information about the Quantum Sentinel, and John's visions become increasingly erratic, showing glimpses of the AI's power. Oh, this Sentinel, it's unlike anything we've faced before, Betsy.
We'll figure it out, JP. We always do. We always get out just in time.
Alright, let's go. It's night time. Back to the hidden lab. Let's get...
I know it like the back of my hand. Back of my pedal.
This is a different one, but thankfully with your intel we got in. Oh my goodness, inside a group of future criminals. People been strapped down to beds, transformed. It looks like they've got the ability to see the future. Tomorrow the weather's going to be cloudy. In 2 years, Jim Biden's going to be president of Venezuela. They're like me, but twisted.
Stay focused, JP. We can handle this, us.
A fierce battle ensued as John and Betsy beat the crap out of the strapped-down future criminals, using their skills to outmaneuver the completely incapacitated criminals, eventually gaining the upper hand.
Passes that hammer. I want to go.
Not my legs.
Didn't see that coming, did you?
Yo, that was close, Betsy.
Too close. Let's get out of here before the alarm goes off.
Alright, let's head back to the rebel base. Incidental music. Do. Back at the rebel base, the atmosphere was tense but hopeful. The rebels now see John and Betsy as valuable allies.
We have a lead on the Quantum Sentinel's location, but it won't be easy.
We're ready.
Bring it on.
The end.
Odd. The end.
Well, I hope you're enjoying that. We've visited that lab quite a few times now, but every time they manage to beat the bad guys, whether they're from the future or can just see the future.
Or just lied in a bed, already unconscious.
Anyway, I'm Stamp, the Night Watchman at the MFIMDB, and I'm enjoying this series a lot, even if you're not. Entangled John Adventures Episode 4, The Future Chemicals. Betsy, the quantum-powered bikeboat, faces the future chemicals as her systems destabilize. Despite glitches, she fights back and disrupts the tech. This is what it says in TV Times. John stabilizes her with a prototype. They defeat the hackers who vow to return, spoiler, and prepare for future challenges. Hey, Leica.
Indeed.
Oh, this one looks like it's written like a comic. Brilliant.
It does. Oh, yes. Page 1-2, cover page and title page. Cover art. Betsy, the quantum-powered bikeboat glowing with energy, navigating through treacherous waters filled with futuristic traps and enemies. In the background, shadowy figures of the future chemicals loom ominously. The title, Entangled John Adventures, The Future Chemicals, is prominently displayed. Page 3 to 5, Introduction to Betsy's Crisis. Panel 1, Interior of John's makeshift lab. Betsy is docked, sensors flicking erratically. John works on his computer in the background, distracted by his own research. I thought he had everything under control, but lately something feels off. Something feels...
Could be your accent, which used to be Brummy and now is Wigan.
I thought I had everything under control. Not really Brummy, but lately something feels off. Panel 2, close-up of Betsy's console showing a warning message. Quantum entanglement destabilization detected. My systems are destabilizing, and I can't figure out why. Panel 3, John glances at Betsy, concerned but preoccupied.
Hang in there, Betsy, I just need a little bit more time to finish this hacking.
Yeah, no fucking rush. Panel 4, Betsy's sensors flash red. She detects a group of approaching figures. The future chemicals. I can't wait for John. I need to handle this myself. Page 6 to 8, the encounter with the future chemicals. Panel 1, Betsy navigates through the cityscape on her own, her sensors alerting to the presence of the future chemicals. Panel 2, she encounters the rogue hackers, each wielding futuristic tech that allows them to glimpse the future. Their leader, a sinister figure, steps forward.
We've been expecting you, Betsy. Your quantum abilities will be a valuable addition to our arsenal. Prepare for battle.
Panel 3, Betsy prepares for battle, her systems fluctuating but determined. You won't take me without a fight. Panel 4, the battle ensues with Betsy using her quantum entanglement transceiver to outmaneuver and counter their attacks. Pages 9 through 11, Betsy's struggle. Panel 1. Oh, I've been hit by a destabilizing pulse from one of the hackers, causing my systems to glitch. I've never felt so vulnerable. Panel 2, flashbacks of past victories with John flash through her systems, reminding her of her strength and resilience, including many escapes. Panel 3, despite her instability, Betsy launches a counterattack using her quantum destabilizer virus to disrupt the hackers' tech. Panel 4, the hackers retreat, but not without leaving a dire warning.
This isn't over, Betsy. We'll be back for you.
I know. Page 12 to 13, seeking help. Panel 1. Betsy returns to John, systems flickering more erratically.
Betsy, what's happened?
The future chemicals. They're after me quantum abilities. I barely held them off. Panel 2. John is concerned, and he begins diagnosing Betsy's systems.
We need to stabilize your quantum entanglement transceiver. What if they come back?
Panel 3. John finds a solution, a way to enhance Betsy's systems using a prototype stabilizer made of Monster Bar.
So here's a prototype stabilizer made of Monster Munch. It might just work. Hang in there, Betsy.
Panel 4. Betsy's systems begin to stabilize, but the process is not without its risk. I trust John, but I can't shake the fear of what might happen if we fail. Page 14 to 17, the final showdown. We're heading for Venus. Panel 1. The future chemicals return more determined and equipped with even more advanced tech.
This ends now.
Panel 2. Betsy, now stabilized, faces them head on, her quantum abilities at their peak. You're not taking me without a fight. Panel 3. An intense battle ensues with Betsy and the hackers. Exchanging powerful blows, Betsy uses her enhanced systems to gain the upper hand. Panel 4. The hackers are ultimately defeated, the tech disabled by Betsy's quantum destabilizer.
I'm back, Betsy, the leader of the future chemicals. And this isn't the end, Betsy. We'll be back.
And I'll be ready like you said before. Page 18 through 19, Aftermath. Panel 1, Betsy and John, now safe, reflect on the events.
You did great, Betsy. We'll be ready for them next time.
Thanks, John, but I can't help but wonder what else is out there. Panel 2, John and Betsy look out over the cityscape, ready for whatever comes next. The future is uncertain, but with John by my side, I know we can face anything. Page 20, the final page reveal. Panel 1, Betsy and John receive a new message hinting at the next challenge. The Quantum Sentinel.
Beep, beep,
Bing,
beep.
bing.
Beep, beep, beep. Prepare yourself. The Quantum Sentinel is coming.
Panel 2. Betsy's sensors light up, ready for the next adventure. Bring it on! End of episode 4. The Future Chemicals. Next issue, The Quantum Sentinel.
Theme tune.
It's John Poop 17, and it's Vulcan Hyperbole Betsy. What are they getting up to? Some shit about egg meat. If you can't hack it, he sure fucking can. It's the JP17 Techno Trans Fun Hour starring Betsy the bikeboat.
Well, that was brilliant. That was the most exciting one. Yeah, a lot of fighting, not a lot of talk. And that's what I like in my audio podcasts.
Comic.
I like
Audio
it to be
podcast.
written in the style of a comic and to be mostly action.
Yes, mostly described action.
But now it's time for episode 5, Captain Shrivel, who was, if you remember, promised in several earlier episodes. In a dimly lit highlight, this is what TV Radio Times says. John P. 17, distressed and struggling with worsening visions, receives news from Ada Lovelace about a new threat, Captain Shrivel, affiliated with a corrupt viper's nest. John and Betsy, despite his erratic mental state, infiltrate the high-tech headquarters. They confront Captain Shrivel, engage in a tense battle, and spoiler, eventually subdue him. Back at the hideout, John acknowledges his struggles with the energy drink's effects and resolves to stay vigilant with Betsy and Ada's support. Act 1, Scene 1, the Rebel hideout. Scene opens in a dimly lit room with computer screens and hacking equipment. Ada Lovelace, a brilliant inventor from the future, is working at a console. John P. 17 sits nearby looking distressed, holding a can of Monster Energy and an uneaten bag of egg meat. Betsy, the quantum-powered bikeboat, is resting in a corner, looking as though she's been through a lot.
Well, you've been at this for hours, John. Are you alright?
Rubbing my temples. I just can't shake the feeling. The visions are getting worse, Ava. I don't even remember how you got here from the future. Maybe it'll be explained at some point. The visions are getting worse. I can barely focus. It's like my mind's bloody unraveling.
You need to take a break, John. You're pushing yourself too hard with that energy drink. I'd change back again. It's not just about the hacking. It's affecting your mental...
And action.
It's affecting your mental state, like I was saying.
I need to stay sharp, Betsy. The future's at stake. Get off me bloody back.
Well, the rebels have received word of a new threat. We need to stay focused.
What's the new threat? What's the new threat?
It's a new hacker named Captain Shrivel. He's affiliated with the Viper's Nest and a corporation led by Carl Snake. The Viper's Nest is notorious for their shady dealings. They exploit vulnerable communities and are involved in money laundering and human trafficking as well.
Well, I know a frog who'd be interested in that, but it sounds like we've got our work cut out. But first, I need to find a way to handle these bloody visions. Scene 2, the streets of the city, night. John and Betsy are cruising through the cityscape on a quantum-powered bikeboat. The city is bustling with activity, and the atmosphere is tense. Just to be clear, Betsy is the bikeboat. They aren't both on an additional quantum bikeboat. That would be ridiculous. John is distracted and clearly struggling with his mental state.
John, you need to stay focused. We're heading into dangerous territory.
I know, but these visions, they are consuming me. I can't bloody think straight.
Well, you need to. We need to get to the Viper's Nest before Captain Shrivel gets to us.
The Viper's Nest, night. The headquarters of the Viper's Nest is a high-tech fortress. Captain Shrivel, a new hacker with a menacing presence, is seen monitoring multiple screens. Carl Snake, the leader of the Viper's Nest, stands behind him looking over the plans. We've intercepted communications about John and Betsy. They're coming our way.
Would prepare our defences. We don't want them interfering with our operation.
Understood. I'll take care of them personally.
Good.
The Viper's Nest, headquarters night. John and Betsy infiltrate the headquarters, navigating a labyrinth of high-tech security. John's visions go increasingly erratic, causing him to stumble. Betsy, I can barely bloody see through these visions. I don't know if I'm going to make it.
We're almost there. Just stay close to me. I'll hand them the quantum stuff.
There's not the quantum stuff I'm actually bothered about, Betsy.
Well, I'll handle it anyway.
If I can't hack it, can you?
I know.
Betsy uses her quantum entanglement powers to disable the security system and lead the way. They reach a control room where Captain Shrivel is preparing for an attack. John and Betsy confront Captain Shrivel, who is surrounded by an advanced hacking equipment. The air is thick with tension. I see you're the famous JP-17. I've heard a lot about you. And you must be Captain Shrivel? Now I'm trying to do a burn reaction myself. You must be Captain Shrivel. We are here to put an end to your operations. You're welcome to try, but you're in my domain now, sunshine. An intense battle ensues between John, Betsy, and Captain Shrivel. John's erratic visions and the quantum-powered bikeboat's abilities create a dynamic confrontation. Aftermath. The battle ends with Captain Shookvlogs being subdued. John and Betsy take control of the headquarters systems, beginning to dismantle the Viper's Nest operations.
John, you did great, but you're clearly not yourself. We need to get you to help. We need to get you help.
I know, I've been pushing myself too hard with the energy drinks. It's clouding my mind.
Well, I'm here now, Amy. We need help. We'll get you the help you need. We can't afford to lose you, not now.
Rebel Hideout Dawn. John, back at the Rebel Hideout, sits with Ada, Lovelace and Betsy. He is visibly shaken but determined. I'll deal with the side effects of this bloody energy drink. I have to. I need to stay vigilant. There are more threats out there.
We'll help you through this, John. Together, we can face whatever comes next.
I'm smiling, and we'll keep fighting against the Viper's Nest and any other threat.
If you can't hack it, I can. The end. Theme tune. Cue theme tune.
It's John Poop 17, and it's Vulcan Hyperbole Betsy. What are they getting up to? Some shit about egg meat. If you can't hack it, he sure fucking can. It's the JP17 Techno-Trans-Fun Hour starring Betsy the bikeboat.
Well, bloody hell, that was exciting, wasn't it? I really thought Captain Shookvlogs was going to do their heads in. But with all these episodes, it was barely an inconvenience to beat them. John P17, plagued by, this is episode 6 now, The Road to Ascension. This sounds good. Is now called Entangled John Adventures Fecal God. JP17, plagued by troubling visions and fatigue, arrives in a polluted small town. Local leader Evelyn Blackwood seeks his help against the Pollution Kingpins. John uncovers evidence of illegal dumping and presents it to the townspeople. As he recovers, John struggles with a deteriorating mental state, facing his new role with resolve and hope.
I would have called it down in the illegal dump. Act 1, Scene 1. John's home, living room. John sits on his couch, staring blankly at a TV screen showing static. The room is dimly lit. Empty cans of Monster Energy and egg meat wrappers are scattered around. John is deep in thought, his face showing signs of fatigue and worry.
What's happening to me? Why am I seeing all these things? Oh, I close my eyes and a vision unfolds. Surreal images.
John is dressed as the biome god of fecal quantity, holding a scepter with a halo above his head, overseeing a world of feces. The vision fades.
Oh, I snap back to reality. Oh, I'm just overseeing a world of feces. I need to get a grip. Glug, glug, glug. This energy drink is glug, 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 messing with my mind. Glug.
Scene 2, small town day. John arrives in a quaint small town. Residents look worried and distressed. John is greeted by a group of locals, including Evelyn Blackwood, a charismatic woman in her 30s who is clearly the leader of the group.
You must be John Pope 17. We've heard about your unique abilities, and we need your help.
Oh, what's the problem, lady?
Our town is suffering from severe pollution. We've discovered a group of bloody businessmen known as the Pollution Kingpins is behind it. They're bypassing all of the environmental laws and destroying our land.
I'll help, but first I need to get a grip of what's going on.
I just told you what's going on. I don't buy one for I see it for myself.
Polluted area day. John and Evelyn are walking through the town. The area is visibly polluted with waste and garbage. John examines the site with a grim expression.
This is worse than I thought. They're really doing a number on this place.
Yes, it is only getting worse. They're using their influence to avoid any legal consequences. We've tried everything, but they're too powerful. Josh, homicide, got beat in first round.
Let's find out what we're up against.
Act 2, Scene 1, Town Hall, evening. John and Evelyn are in a town hall meeting with several concerned citizens. John is trying to piece together the information.
We don't put toxic waste in our river. It's killing the fish and poisoning our water supply.
We've seen trucks arriving at night. No one knows where they're coming from.
I'll investigate. I'll gather more evidence.
Scene 2, abandoned factory night. John sneaks into an abandoned factory at night. The suspect is sighted the illegal dumping. Inside, he discovers a network of pipes and large containers marked with hazardous symbols. He starts taking photos and collecting samples.
This is it. This place is an absolute nightmare. Oh my god, I've hearing footsteps. If only I'd remembered to tell Betsy to be involved in this adventure instead of giving her the afternoon off.
No, two shady men in suits enter discussing their operations.
This new waste management system is in place. No one will trace it back to us.
Wood. Oh, that's not good.
Was that Welsh?
Are you Welsh? I didn't know you were Welsh. Welsh
Good.
heritage? Are you from Welsh heritage?
Keep it quiet. That'll do. Good, keep it quiet. The less they know, the better.
So they're behind it. I need to get this evidence back to Evelyn.
Act 3, Scene 1, Small Town, Day. John returns to the town hall with evidence. Evelyn and the townspeople are anxiously waiting.
I've got proof of their operations. We can expose them now.
This is exactly what we needed. We'll take this to the authorities and make sure they're held accountable for everything.
I hope it's enough. This energy it really starts to mess with my head.
Are you okay, John? You don't look well.
I'm just a bit overwhelmed, Evelyn, that's all. I'll be fine.
Into John's home night. John sits alone, staring at the evidence he gathered. He starts to feel the effects of the hallucinations again. The vision of the biome of God becoming clearer.
I need to focus. I cannot let this get the better of me.
He looks at a photo of Captain Shookvlogs and the other heroes, a sad expression on his face.
I never thought I'd end up here as a god of all things, but this is my fight now. I'll protect the world no matter what it takes.
Scene 3, Small Town, Day. John watches as the town starts to recover. The pollution levels decrease and the residents begin to smile again. Evelyn approaches John with a grateful smile.
Thanks, John. Off screen, in that court case, which lasted several months actually, but we were successful in the end, like Julia Roberts in that boob movie. You've made a real movie. You've made a real boob movie here. You've made a real difference here, John Pope.
Just doing what I can.
John looks out at
With
the
no
recovering.
help from Betsy at all. I don't even know where she is.
I'm having a week off, I told you. John looks out at the recovering town, a mix of hope and concern in his eyes. He knows that this is just the beginning of a greater battle.
We'll keep in touch, John. There's more work to be done.
Definitely. I'll see you around. I'm just going to walk home. That's all right. The weight of responsibilities on my shoulders, but a glimmer of hope for my future. The end.
The end.
Well, that was good, wasn't it? For Betsy, taking a week off, and John dealing with his increasing visions of himself as some sort of god, and helping off-screen some people to beat some minor pollution issue. I wonder what's going to happen in episode 7, titled Fecal God. Not even any blurb in TV Times this week. I think they must have put it in the last minute. It's on at 12:30 now. Used to be on at 6.
12:05.
Act 1, Scene 1, The Small Town. The small town is plagued by pollution. The sky is darkened with smog and the streets are littered with waste. JP-17, now partially transformed into the fecal god, walks through the town in a daze. The pollution here, it's overwhelming. I can feel it. I can taste it. Every breath, every step. It's like the world is suffocating under a blanket of filth. But one day a real rain's gonna come and wash all the poop off the streets. Oh, what's this makeshift medical tent? Residents seem to be being treated for pollution-related illnesses. Oh, this is a grim scene.
Help us, please. We're suffering.
I'm here to help. I will do whatever I can with my faintly glowing eyes. As John steps closer, he begins to notice a strange sensation. He can almost sense the flow of waste and pollution as if it's a living entity. The transformation begins. In a secluded area on the edge of town, near a polluted river, John kneels beside the water which is choked with refuse. Oh, as I touch this polluted water, my hands now glowing with an eerie light, I can feel the power. It's overwhelming. I've been engulfed in a wave of toxic sludge, and my body is glowing with a brilliant pulsating light. It hurts. The transformation has begun. The power, it's too much. The sludge begins to swirl around John and coalesce into humanoid form. As the transformation completes, John rises, now a towering figure with control over waste and pollution. Scene 3, the first use of power. The small town now viewed from above as John begins to test his abilities. The pollution around him starts to shift and transform under his influence. Control it. Control it, John. Reshape it. Control it. The polluted river starts to clear. The waste begins to condense into neat, manageable piles. John can now manipulate waste and pollution with a mere thought. Scene
I'm about a week off. 2 weeks off. Oh, yeah.
If only I hadn't given Betsy a couple of weeks in Spain during this time. She's missing a large part of the story.
I had a family wedding.
In Hawaii, somebody died.
I had a family death in Spain.
Scene 4, meeting Alan Windfluffer. A lush overgrown garden on the edge of town. Alan Windfluffer, a majestic kestrel with a keen eye for detail, is tending his garden.
Greetings, John. I've been watching your transformation. You carry a great burden.
A talking kestrel? What the F is going on here?
I am Alan Windfluffer. Until now, I was just a kestrel owner, guardian of nature. I sense your struggle with this newfound power. It can be both a blessing and a curse. Just last week, I was a regular man.
Me too. I never asked for this. I don't know if I'm ready to wield such majestic power. I've made mistakes in the past, but can I be a force for good?
I am nodding to indicate yes, but can I say only time will tell. But first you must learn to balance your powers. The responsibility is immense.
Act 2. Scene 1. Confrontation with the Pollution Kingpins. The headquarters of the Pollution Kingpins. Evelyn Blackwood is in her lavish office surrounded by documents and financial reports.
I'm glad I changed sides. I tricked him before. He never thought, but now the fecal god has emerged. We must act quickly to maintain our control. Yes, it's true. Evelyn Blackwood, was always the leader of the Pollution Kingpins.
The Pollution Kingpins, with their secret leader Evelyn Blackwood, prepare to unleash a new wave of pollution to overwhelm John and reclaim their dominance. Setting John's temporary quarters in the town. He's alone, struggling with his thoughts. What have I become? I have the power to change everything, but can I really control it? I can't undo the past, but my future actions will make a difference. Oh, my hallucinations are returning. Distorted visions of the past, including that spaceship blowing up. I must find a way to clench my fists and use this power wisely. I have to prove I can be more than my past mistakes. Scene 3, the battle begins. On the outskirts of John, now fully embracing his role as fecal god, prepares to confront the Pollution Kingpin. Alan Windfluffer appears beside him.
The time has come to put your powers to the test. Remember, control and balance are the key. Have you got any seeds?
Thanks, Alan. I wish Betsy was here with her quantum entanglement power rather than you, simply a kestrel gardener, but don't take that personal. But let's end this. John steps forward, using his power to counteract the Pollution Kingpin's efforts. The battle is intense, with John manipulating waste and pollution to protect the town and defeat the Kingpins. The town square are now clean and revitalized. The Pollution Kingpins have been defeated and their operations dismantled. The town is safe. I'm triumphant but exhausted for now, but the real battle is learning to control this power within me.
Oh, you've taken the first step, John. The road ahead will be challenging, but you have the strength to navigate it. You got any worms?
I hope so, for the sake of everyone, including myself and my absent bikeboat Betsy. Scene 3, reflection and resolve. A peaceful garden area in the town. John sits alone, reflecting on his journey and the transformation he's undergone. I've become something I never imagined, a force of nature itself. But with great power comes great something. I will use this power to protect and heal, and not to cause harm. Oh, looking up at the sky, the sun is breaking through the clouds, symbolizing hope and renewal. The edge of town, John prepares to leave for new challenges. There's still much to do. I must master these powers and make sure they are used for the greater good.
Remember, John, I'm about to take flight. Remember, John, you are not alone. The balance you seek will guide you.
Yes, I'm nodding, and I'm going to head off flying towards new horizons with new purpose and strength. End of episode 7. Oh, I've just read in the Radio Times that John, in next episode 8, he faces his greatest challenge as he grapples with the responsibilities of being a fecal god and encounters new foes in his journey towards redemption and mastery. Who would have thought it? When he appeared first as simply a YouTube commenter in the early days of the modcast. You've come so far, John, and so have we here in the Realist Reel. Oh, hold on. No, we're not real. I remember that now.
Still in back.
So now we're ready for episode 8, The Terminal. Over to you, Mr. Narrator.
Act 1, The Struggle. John's hideout. The room is cluttered with screens, cables, and energy drink cans. A large terminal sits in the centre. John P17, looking dishevelled and weary, sits at the terminal typing furiously. The screens display streams of data.
Oh, I've got to get this under control. I just need to stabilise the energy fields, but the waste levels are off the chart. My face is a mix of determination and exhaustion. My eyes are red, my hands are trembling. I never expected to be this god of fecal quantity, to be a god of all things, and not just any god, a god of fecal quantity. It's absurd, really, but the more I think about it, the more I realise this is what I've always been meant to do. I have the power to control and manipulate the qualities of waste and the quantities of waste to make sure that it's disposed of properly and doesn't harm the environment. It's a big responsibility, but I'm ready for it. I'll embrace my role as the biome god of fecal quantity, and I will make a difference.
John's hand shakes as he adjusts a dial on the terminal. Screen flickers and he slumps in his chair, overwhelmed.
I do what? Slump back in my chair, overwhelmed?
And then there are the scene shift between John's terminal and hallucinations. John is seen wandering through a surreal landscape filled with giant piles of waste. Figures from his past appear: Vulcan Hyperbole, Hot Pants Hooligan, Debbie 78, but not Betsy. My flight's been cancelled.
Betsy's almost home. I just got a text. She'll be back in 5 minutes. Brilliant. She's missed a lot, to be honest. But I've been updating her with news reports and Instagram posts, TikToks, and multiple TikToks. Oh, these hallucinations, though, they're getting worse. Ever since I started using that Monster energy drink earpiece, I've been seeing things, hearing voices. I don't know what's real anymore. It's like my mind is playing tricks on me, and the worst part, I can't stop. I need the energy boost. I need the energy boost to keep up with my responsibilities, to be the best version of myself, but at what cost? I find I need a way to deal with these hallucinations before they completely take over.
John stumbles through the hallucination landscape, reaching out to touch the figures, but they dissolve into smoke. He clutches his head in pain. Scene 3,
Betsy's back. Brilliant.
She made it back. She realised that she was a bikeboat and didn't have to get a plane. Back in the control room, Betsy the bikeboat is docked and illuminated by soft glowing lights. She seems agitated, her sensors blinking erratically. It's incredible, really. The power I have now, the ability to manipulate things on a quantum level. It's like I have a new level of control over the world around me. But with great power becomes something I need to make sure I use this ability for responsibility, not for evil. Great responsibility. I can't let my newfound powers consume me. I'll use them to help the world. But I need to be more careful to always stay in control and no more holidays. Betsy's monitor shows fluctuating data. I am grappling with the implications of my quantum manipulation abilities. Scene 4, John's realisation. John returns to terminal, visibly shaken. He begins to connect the dots between the hallucinations, his role as the biome god, and the power he now wields. The terminal screen shows the impact of his powers on the environment.
Terminal. Maybe this isn't just about controlling waste. Maybe it's about finding balance and being responsible for all this power. Deep breath, I will steady myself. I'm typing now with a renewed focus, adjusting the parameters on the terminal to stabilise the energy fields.
Scene 5, the decision. As the terminal stabilises, John looks at his reflection in the dark screen, his face illuminated by the soft glow of the terminal light.
I have to get this right. For my friends, for everyone, I have to control this power before it controls me.
Betsy's sensors begin to stabilise as well, her monitor showing a more consistent readout. She looks at John, her light softening. Oh, hello, John. It's been a while. We can do this. We just have to keep focused and remember why we started. Here, I bought you some of those flowers you put around your neck.
Oh, brilliant. My resolve is now strengthened. I will continue to work on this terminal with precise and deliberate movements.
Scene 6, resolution. The control room gradually returns to a state of calm. The hallucinations fade and John's mind begins to clear. Betsy's systems stabilise again. The terminal shows that the energy fields are now in balance again.
We've made it. Now I have to make sure I stay on the right path, one step at a time.
The camera pulls back, showing John and Betsy in the control room. The room now a symbol of their struggle and determination. The screen fades to black as they continue their work. Next episode, the rebels reassemble.
Oh, that was brilliant. But I hear from the next episode, the final episode, that John and Betsy face new challenges as they regroup with the rebels and confront the Pollution Kingpins once again. The stakes are higher and the resolve is tested. That episode explored John's internal battle. It was like a bottle episode, really, wasn't it, in many ways? Newfound powers, while Betsy also was dealing with her quantum abilities, which she's had from the beginning, but I imagine something's changed off screen in a moment of introspection and growth for both characters as they navigate the consequences of their extraordinary powers. That takes us, I believe, almost to the last episode of the season. Episode 9, The Fall of the Biome God. Act 1, The Descent. Scene 1. Over to you, Mr. Narrator. John's hideout control room. The control room is in disarray. Screens flash erratic data and energy drink cans are scattered across the floor. John P-17 sits at the terminal, his eyes glazed over, speaking in incoherent sentences. Betsy, looking worried, hovers nearby, her lights flickering. I am the god of all waste. So much power. I can't control it at all.
I'm a bit concerned. John, you need to pull yourself together. The hallucinations are getting worse. We have to do something before it's too late.
Suddenly, the terminal displays a new figure, Toilet Crow, a dark and ominous being with a crow-like head and a flowing cloak resembling sewer pipes. Squawk, squawk.
Biome God, reduced to madness. I am the lord of all sewers, and your power is nothing compared to mine. Walk. The time has come for you to face your true nature.
My what?
True nature.
True nature? The time has come for you to face your true nature. I am beyond comprehension and beyond control. Scene 2, the arrival of an old enemy. The door to the control room opens and in short walks Sharon Glimflam, formerly Sharon Flimflam, John's former enemy and now allied with Betsy. His entrance is dramatic, with shadows casting a menacing aura.
John, I never thought I'd see the day when we'd work together, but it seems you're not in control anymore. I've come to help, no, to trick you.
Ron, we need to stop John and carry him. Can you help us with that?
I'm sorry, I'm having trouble following you.
Ron, we need to trap John and get rid of Toilet Crow. Can you help us with that?
Indeed, I've got a plan. We need to lure John into the portable chemical toilet. Once he's inside, we can launch him into space with the help of your quantum boosters.
Scene 3, the plan in motion. The camera cuts to a small, high-tech portable chemical toilet equipped with various gadgets. Betsy's quantum boosters are attached to it. Everything is merging. My eyes are in a trance, unfocused, waste and power. Control is slipping.
Embrace your madness, Biome God. You are nothing but a puppet in the grand scheme of waste.
We're ready, let's lure him into the toilet.
Alright, all distract John. You get him into the toilet.
Scene 4, the trap. Betsy begins to use her quantum manipulation to create swirling vortices of waste around the room, catching John's attention.
Vortices. John, come here. You need to see this. Your power can control all of this feces.
John, mesmerised by the swirling vortices, moves towards the portable chemical toilet. Sharon and Betsy carefully guide him inside, using their skills to make it appear enticing. So much power, so much waste, contained so easy. As John steps inside, Sharon and Betsy quickly secure the door and prepare the launch sequence. The portable chemical toilet begins to glow with energy. The launch.
The camera shifts to the outside of the hideout. Betsy's quantum boost is engaged and the portable chemical toilet is lifted into the air. Goodbye, biome god. We're sending you where you can do no more harm.
Launching in 3, 2, 1. Bye, John.
The portable chemical toilet is shot into space, leaving a bright trail. John's confused and panicked voice can be heard through the communication system. What's happening? I can't control it.
Can you hack it?
I can't hack it. I hope you can.
We did.
Bye. I'll be back. You betrayed me, Betsy. Scene 6, the aftermath. The scene returns to the control room. Betsy and Sharon and Shron stand together in the control room, now eerily quiet. The screens show the empty space where John and the portable toilet had been launched.
It's done. He's out of our reach now, but the cost, it was too high.
Indeed, we've lost a great warrior to madness, but at least the threat is gone. Betsy's lights flicker softly, showing a mix of sadness and resolve.
John was once a fecal hero. His journey was tragic, but his sacrifices made a difference. We must remember him as he was before the madness and all the monster time consumed him.
The camera pulls back, showing Betsy and Shron standing in the now empty control room. The scene fades out as they look into the vast dark space, contemplating the cost of their victory. In the end, even the greatest of fecal heroes can fall, but their legacy endures in the sacrifices they make and the battles they fight. Goodbye, John P-17, the biome god of fecal quantity. You'll be remembered both as a guardian and a cautionary tale. Screen fades to black. Credits roll. Oh my goodness, what a brilliant and far longer than I expected set of episodes about John Pope 17. Next series, A New Dawn. The universe continues and a new challenge awaits. The story of John P might have ended, but the journey of those he left behind is just beginning. A brilliant, a very short post-season special. Fantastic. Brilliant.
Season special, A New Dawn. Scene 1, the empty control room, a new beginning. The control room is silent, now tidied up. Betsy stands alone, her system humming softly. The camera pans around, revealing the aftermath of John's journey. John's journey is over, but there's work to be done. I need to get ready for the new challenges. A hologram of Ada Lovelace appears.
Betsy, new threats are emerging. Prepare for a new mission. Allies are on their way.
Understood, I'm ready. Scene 2, Alan Winflower joins the team. The scene shifts to Alan Winflower, the Kestrel Garden attending to his plan. Betsy arrives through a quantum portal. Who are you? I'm Betsy. We need your help. I'm a bikeboat. There are new threats to face. Let's get it going then. I'm in. Scene 3, the rise of the Void Master. In a dead chamber, the Void Master, a sinister figure who manipulates shadows, plots his takeover. His minions, shadowy creatures, gather around.
With biome god gone, world will be mine for control. Prepare for darkness.
Scene 4, the encounter with Toilet Crow and Shron Glimflam. Betsy and Alan visit a dimly lit, high-tech lab where Toilet Crow, the Lord of all sewers, and Shron Glimflam, a former spy, and oh no, she isn't dead, are working together. On P-17, Fall has created a power vacuum. We need to restore balance and ensure the safety of the world's waste management system. Don't we, Sharon?
I've made mistakes, but I want to help fix them. Let's work together to prevent chaos.
Betsy and Alan confront them. We're here to ensure the world is safe. Let's work together to restore order. Scene 5, the collaboration and the trap. In a tense yet cooperative showdown, Betsy and Alan, alongside Toilet Crow and Shron Glimflam, devise a plan to neutralise the Void Master. Betsy uses her quantum powers while Alan showcases his gardening skills. Let's show them what teamwork can achieve. Got the voice. Betsy activates her quantum boosters to launch a portable chemical toilet into space with the Void Master.
You can't stop me forever, bye!
For the greater good, the balance will be restored. Scene 6, New Beginning. A glimpse of hope. Betsy and Alan look out over a new vibrant world as they prepare for future challenges. Ada Lovelace's hologram appears again.
Your journey has just begun. The universe is vast and full of species. You'll need to gather more allies and face new threats.
We're ready. Let's prepare for what comes next. Time to gather our allies and confront the new threat. Scene 7, New World and New Threat. The final scene shows Betsy and Alan preparing for their journey, their ship flying through the cosmos. The camera reveals glimpses of new worlds and potential allies. The universe is ever-changing, new heroes will rise and new challenges will emerge. The adventure continues. Green page to black. To be continued in A New Dawn, Heroes of the Cosmos, a new saga begins. Credits roll, setting the stage for the next series.
Oh, brilliant. I can't believe it. John Poop's gone, shot into space in a giant toilet, and now the team, unbelievably, is Betsy the bikeboat, Alan Winfluff the kestrel, Toilet Crow, the god of sewers, the lord of sewers, and Shron Glimflam, as she is now known, former henchman of Yanis Xenakis. Oh my goodness, what a team. I wonder if we'll ever get to see that next series of this thing, and I imagine if they ever encounter John Poop again, it's going to be a real showdown, mostly off camera. Well, that's the end. That's the very first one of our spin-offs, as they call them, what they call them, boys, the cousins, boys. And I enjoyed it, and I need to go on my rounds now, so I'll just have a look round, and you all stay safe. Bye. Cue theme music.
Nice.
Remarkable, right?
Done in with a minute spur.
Tales of Mild Intrigue.
It's Betsy, the bikeboat, and Alan Windfluffer, the heroes of the century who raised such a ruckus. Shout out at a Lovelace and Toilet Crow. Shout out to Shron Flim Flum. It's Betsy and Alan, blasting chemical toilets full of villains into outer space. Betsy and Alan, a quantum-powered bikeboat hybrid and a kestrel star. Thing, a sentient bicycle, a toilet